Chapter 1647. The Origin of the Secret Realm, the Ancient War. Lin Moyu did not recognize this giant. Such an existence had completely surpassed his understanding. However, Lin Moyu recognized this finger. Outside the Divine City Star domain, there was a finger that had lost its flesh but had never collapsed. Even within the finger, countless dangerous areas had evolved, known as ancient ruins. The root cause of this was the existence of ancient runes. Lin Moyu even suspected that the various secret realms within the Divine City Star domain were formed from the flesh of the owner of the severed finger. The flesh flew into the Divine City Star domain, containing broken ancient runes, which then evolved into various secret realms. Although this far exceeded normal understanding, it seemed not impossible to explain.
Is this a scene from ancient times?
Lin Moyu's thoughts flashed like lightning, and in an instant, he thought of many things, his soul revealing disbelief. He was, of course, aware that he couldn't return to ancient times. Instead, this corner of the rune was replaying events from ancient times. Ancient runes contained various functions, including recording events, which was not surprising. In Lin Moyu's eyes, the black hole spewed out countless stars, all blocked by a single finger. The runes on the finger shone like an unshakable mountain, blocking countless meteors. Whether planets or stars, regardless of size, they were all blocked. Brilliant explosions blossomed in the starry sky, like endless fireworks. The giant raised his hand, and his fingers danced. As his fingers moved through the starry sky, countless runes flew out from his fingertips. Each one was an ancient rune, each containing terrifying power. These ancient runes were like soldiers wielding knives, carrying astonishing attacks, shattering the stars spewed out by the black hole. Destroying stars was something even a divine king could do. Stronger divine sovereigns and those in the other shore realm viewed ordinary planets and stars as toys, easily crushed. But facing tens of thousands of stars like waves, even those in the other shore realm would have a headache. Divine kings would retreat in the face of such a force. But this unknown giant, with just a flick of his finger, shattered them with countless runes. Then the giant clenched his hand, grasping the black hole. With a squeeze, the entire space trembled, and the black hole exploded. The stars devoured by the black hole burst out, rushing in all directions. Some stars passed through Lin Moyu's soul world, but his soul world was unaffected. Lin Moyu was just an observer, rewatching the ancient war. Both sides were in different time dimensions, not interfering with each other. The giant's strength, capable of crushing a black hole with his bare hands, was astonishing. At this moment, a sword light suddenly flew out from the black hole, and Lin Moyu heard a deafening cry of pain. Blood splattered across the sky, and a severed finger flew out. The giant roared in anger, and the hand missing a finger turned into a fist and struck down. The sword light was shattered by the fist, revealing a similarly gigantic sword from the collapsing black hole. The furious giant grasped the sword and exerted force. The sword shattered with a roar. The giant discarded the sword like trash and turned to retrieve his severed finger. Suddenly, someone else appeared in the distance. A terrifying figure, impossible to look at directly, appeared in Lin Moyu's sight. This figure was not as burly as the giant, only 10,000 meters tall. His appearance, clothing, and attire were no different from humans.
Humans!
Lin Moyu's heart skipped a beat. This was an ancient human. He recalled the oldest name for humans, the Starry Sky Divine Human Race, one of the 4 source races. At that time, the correct name for humans should have been the Starry Sky Divine Human Race. This was a terrifying existence of the Starry Sky Divine Human Race. Suddenly, Lin Moyu's soul felt a chilling sensation. The terrifying existence of the Starry Sky Divine Human Race was looking at him.
He can see me.
Lin Moyu was certain that the other party could see him. His gaze seemed to ignore the barriers of time and space, seeing him, the observer. His eyes were extremely cold, devoid of any emotion, making Lin Moyu feel terrified. Then a sword light appeared in his eyes. Lin Moyu's heart trembled. This sword light was coming for him. The terrifying existence of the starry sky divine human race wanted to kill him. The scene before him suddenly froze and then became blurry. His soul world turned into a small boat, carrying Lin Moyu through time and space. His soul lost control again, and Lin Moyu could do nothing. However, having experienced this once before, Lin Moyu knew he was not in danger, so he was not nervous. A few seconds later, his vision returned. He found himself in a new void. This void looked unfamiliar but also somewhat familiar.
Is this the Divine City Star Domain? No, it's an earlier time than the current human Divine City Star Domain.
After observing, Lin Moyu concluded. The Divine City Star Domain before him was different from the current human Divine City Star Domain. It was more ancient and desolate. In the ancient Divine City Star Domain, a large number of stars were colliding and converging. They gradually formed new star systems with planets beginning to orbit stars. Besides the flying planets, Lin Moyu also saw many light spots, each a fragment of an ancient rune. These fragments of ancient runes were flying and moving with the stars. Among them was himself, seemingly also a fragment of an ancient rune, flying in the nascent Divine City Star Domain. In the distance, a severed finger was clearly visible. Lin Moyu suddenly understood, connecting all the causes and effects. These fragments of ancient runes indeed came from the ancient giant. It was the ancient giant's blood. When the ancient giant's finger was severed, blood flowed from the wound. The blood contained ancient runes, scattered across the Divine City Star Domain, evolving over countless years into secret realms. These runes were all fragments, with the complete ancient rune always existing within the severed finger. Lin Moyu experienced another journey through time and space, witnessing the awe-inspiring evolution of the universe. Until the time travel ended, his soul world returned to reality. His soul reconnected with his body, and Lin Moyu opened his eyes to see a corner of an ancient rune. The recent experience felt like a dream, yet incredibly real. He finally understood that what he saw was not an illusion but events that had truly happened. These events were recorded in the flesh and blood, documented by the corner of the ancient rune. He had passed the test of the ancient rune and was not confused or put to sleep in the third stage. So it acknowledged him, deeming him worthy to see the events of that time. This led to the subsequent scenes. This experience was immensely rewarding. Lin Moyu saw many secrets, a broader sky, and how the Divine City Star Domain was formed. He glimpsed the battles between powerful beings and understood the demeanor of true powerhouses. Each of these insights deeply impacted him. These influences would subtly affect him and further solidify his Tao heart. As Lin Moyu pondered, a large hand covered in runes broke through the void and approached. 1648 1648. Chapter 1648. The Ancient Rune that Automatically Entered the Soul. As Lin Moyu passed through the third stage, the power of the Human Emperor Network also smoothly penetrated. The giant hand full of runes was the manifestation of the Human Emperor Network's power. Just like the previous two times, it reached out to grab the corner of the ancient rune, intending to take it away. This was also the normal operation of the Human Emperor Network, and Lin Moyu watched quietly from the side. Just as the giant hand was about to grasp the corner of the ancient rune, the rune suddenly emitted a bright light, causing the giant hand to stop abruptly in midair. Immediately after, the corner of the ancient rune transformed into a stream of light, escaping from the giant hand's grasp and drilling into Lin Moyu's body at an astonishing speed. In the next second, the corner of the ancient rune had already appeared in Lin Moyu's soul. The corner of the ancient rune had actually entered his soul world on its own. Even the Hell of Bones had no reaction, indicating that the corner of the ancient rune had no malicious intent towards him. The giant hand was stunned, and Lin Moyu was also shocked. The scene became somewhat awkward. The giant hand hesitated for a few seconds before slowly dissipating. The secret realm began to tremble, space distorted, and the scene before his eyes rippled like water, gradually becoming blurry. The secret realm had evolved from the corner of the ancient rune, and now that the rune had disappeared, the secret realm naturally could no longer exist. A familiar aura rushed towards him, and Lin Moyu knew he had returned to the Divine City Star domain, back to the great world. Noises filled his ears, with sounds of shock, curiosity, and confusion.
Why did the secret realm disappear? I was clearly still in the secret realm, so why did I suddenly come out? What happened? Why did this happen? I had already collected 9 portions of black water, just one more to complete the task. Now that the secret realm is gone, how will we complete the task in the future?
Many people like Lin Moyu were in the secret realm. At this moment, with the secret realm's disappearance, they were all uniformly transported out. Most people naturally wouldn't understand what had happened. Their knowledge and experience determined their understanding. Lin Moyu anticipated what would happen next and immediately transformed into a stream of light, quickly leaving. The crowd was still marveling at the disappearance of the secret realm and didn't notice Lin Moyu's departure. A few seconds later, those who had been forcibly removed from the secret realm simultaneously received messages from the Human Emperor Network. Your task has been completed, and you are rewarded with 10 Divine City Merit Points. Your task has been completed, and you are rewarded with 10 Divine City Merit Points. Everyone received the same message. They were all extremely surprised.
The Human Emperor Network says I completed the task. Me too, but I had just entered the secret realm. I had already collected 9 portions of black water, so it's fair to say I completed the task. I wonder what happened in the secret realm.
Suddenly, a lazy voice interrupted their confusion.
What else could have happened? Just check the Divine City announcement.
In the Human Emperor Network, an announcement was prominently displayed. Divine City announcement. Junior member Lin Moyu has successfully cleared the Primary Star System number 13283 Black Rain Secret Realm. This secret realm will be permanently closed, and related tasks will be cancelled. Generally, the Divine City doesn't issue announcements unless something significant happens. Sometimes there might not be an announcement for decades. Once a Divine City announcement is issued, it remains permanently. Even if you want to find announcements from hundreds or thousands of years ago, you can still find them. Currently, the top 3 announcements in the Divine City are all related to Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu had consecutively cleared 3 secret realms, an unprecedented feat in the history of the human race. Indeed, some had cleared 3 secret realms before, but not consecutively. Lin Moyu almost cleared a secret realm as soon as he entered one, with a 100% clearance rate. This was terrifying. For a time, Lin Moyu's name spread like wildfire throughout the entire Divine City of the human race. As Lin Moyu distanced himself, he also received a reminder from the Human Emperor Network. Congratulations on completing the first stage task of the Black Rain Secret Realm, rewarded with 10 Divine City Merit Points. Congratulations on completing the second stage task of the Black Rain Secret Realm, rewarded with 100 Divine City Merit Points. Congratulations on completing the third stage task of the Black Rain Secret Realm, rewarded with 400 Divine City Merit Points. Congratulations on clearing the Black Rain Poison Bee Secret Realm, rewarded with 500 Divine City Merit Points. Lin Moyu received the messages and was slightly puzzled.
The rewards are quite high this time. Is it because the Black Rain Secret Realm is more dangerous? That must be it. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense.
Lin Moyu didn't dwell on it. He accepted whatever rewards the Human Emperor Network gave him. If they were willing to give more, that was even better. The secret realm journey felt incredibly long, like it lasted a century. Especially the virtual and real illusions in the third stage, which left him deeply shaken. In the end, he didn't know why, but the corner of the ancient rune had actively entered his soul. It seemed like a treasure recognizing its master. Did the corner of the ancient rune develop intelligence? Lin Moyu didn't think so. At most, it was an instinct. If it truly had intelligence, it wasn't impossible. The ancient rune came from the blood of an ancient giant, carrying part of the giant's memories. At that level, anything was possible. The series of strange experiences left Lin Moyu feeling deeply tired.
It's time to take a break. I should study the symbol language thoroughly and hope to master all the runes. And I need to research this guy in my soul.
With these thoughts, Lin Moyu flew towards the primary star system number 13283. In the core area of the Divine City, the big shots of the other shore realm held another tea party. Rune Saint Venerable and how Saint Venerable had left not long ago and returned together after 100 days. Upon returning, Rune Saint Venerable looked solemn and remained silent, staying in a meditative state. Seeing him like this, no one dared to disturb him. Even among the other shore realm, there was a distinction between Saint Venerables and ordinary members. How Saint Venerable left again and only returned the day before. When he returned, how Saint Venerable brought back a few pieces of Dao tea, and the group held a tea party. After drinking several cups of Dao tea, Rune Saint Venerable finally relaxed, and his solemn expression gradually disappeared. No one knew where Rune Saint Venerable and how Saint Venerable had gone or what they had experienced. They didn't say, and no one asked. Suddenly, Rune Saint Venerable frowned slightly, showing a look of surprise.
How could this be?
Lady Yu gently held her teacup and asked softly,
Saint Venerable, what happened?
Rune Saint Venerable pointed, and an image appeared. The image showed the scene of the corner of the ancient rune avoiding the giant hand and automatically entering Lin Moyu. Everyone watched with puzzled expressions. Lady Yu was confused.
What is going on?
Rune Saint Venerable shook his head.
He must have experienced something in the secret realm.
How Saint Venerable pondered.
The Black Rain secret realm is somewhat special. Its trials are related to the soul and can cause strange occurrences.
Old Lin also nodded.
I remember a few hundred years ago, there was also a secret realm related to the soul. In that secret realm, some people saw scenes that didn't belong to this era.
Lady Yu said,
Old Lin, are you talking about the Flying Flower secret realm? Unfortunately, those who came out of that secret realm had no memory of it.
Rune Saint Venerable murmured.
I wonder if Lin Moyu saw anything this time and if he can remember it.
1649, 1649. Chapter 1649. Free Development, Emphasizing Fate. The eyes of the big shots in the other shore realm sparkled with curiosity. They were all very curious and eager to know what Lin Moyu had seen and experienced. This might be related to some ancient secrets. They had been continuously searching and exploring matters related to ancient times. Not only them, but other races were also doing the same. Anything related to ancient times could attract their attention. The Black Rain secret realm was also related to the soul, and they all knew the origin of the secret realm. Therefore, they judged that it was possible to obtain information about ancient times in the Black Rain secret realm. Saint Venerable House sipped his tea and said softly,
Don't disturb him. If he discovers anything, he will tell us on his own. If he doesn't say anything, we shouldn't ask.
A puzzled other shore realm expert asked.
Why? As a member of the human race, shouldn't he share what he knows?
Saint Venerable How glanced at him.
Would you be willing to share everything you know with him?
The expert was taken aback and immediately fell silent. He was an other shore realm expert, having lived for so many years and knowing so much. How could he share everything? But he understood Saint Venerable How's meaning. Don't force Lin Moyu to speak. Everyone could clearly feel that Saint Venerable How had a very special attitude towards Lin Moyu. From the beginning, Saint Venerable How's attitude was very clear. Don't disturb Lin Moyu. Let him develop freely. Saint Venerable How was a Saint Venerable, and naturally no one dared to oppose his decision. Saint Venerable How continued,
We explore our world, and Lin Moyu explores his world. Maybe one day, when he grows to our level, we can compare what we know with what he knows. In this way, the gains will be greater.
Everyone somewhat understood Saint Venerable How's meaning. They were in the other shore realm, and if they interfered with Lin Moyu's growth, they might make him grow faster. But at the same time, they would miss out on many things. Lin Moyu had his own growth trajectory, and everything needed to be experienced by himself. Saint Venerable Hao looked at Lady Yu.
Lady Yu, how is Fairy Han's situation now?
Lady Yu smiled.
She is doing very well. She is about to break through to the 4th tier of the Divine Sovereign Realm. Such talent I have never seen before. At this rate, she is very likely to break through to the other shore realm before the age of 100.
Upon hearing this, all the other shore realm experts were astonished. Breaking through to the other shore realm before the age of 100. Was this a joke? Has such a thing ever happened since ancient times? Breaking through to the Divine Sovereign Realm before the age of 100 is already unlikely, let alone the other shore realm. Lady Yu asked softly,
Saint Venerable, did you see something back then?
Saint Venerable Wu shook his head.
Just a guess. Her situation seems to be related to a certain legend.
Lady Yu instinctively asked,
What legend?
Saint Venerable Hao smiled and shook his head, not answering. Lady Yu was also sensible and did not ask further. Some things can be said directly without asking. Some things cannot be said, and asking won't get an answer. However, Saint Venerable Hao's words made the other shore realm experts' imaginations run wild. What kind of legend could it be? After all, Lin Moyu's cultivation speed was too fast. Saint Venerable Fu said softly,
Lin Moyu obtained a corner of an ancient rune. I don't know if it's good or bad for him. In a while, the Absolute Mountain Secret Realm will open. Should we let him participate?
Saint Venerable Hao thought for a moment and said softly,
Let fate decide.
Lin Moyu silently landed on the ground of primary star system number 13283, Star 1. Star 1 seemed to have no defenses, but it was actually covered by a formation. If an unidentified person approached, the formation would immediately issue an alarm and directly counterattack. Moreover, the Human Emperor Network was present here, making it impossible for enemies to infiltrate. Standing on the main road, people came and went, including both cultivators and ordinary people. In the Divine City, cultivators and ordinary people were not separated like in the 4-star domains. The human race adopted 2 cultivation models. In the 4-star domains, ordinary people and cultivators were separated. They lived in different areas and generally did not interact much. From a young age, ordinary people were given the goal of becoming cultivators and strong individuals. Under this model, people in the 4-star domains worked very hard. At the same time, the Human Emperor Network strictly protected ordinary people, ensuring they faced no danger before reaching the 5th level of authority. Of course, if they entered the battlefield, that was a different matter. In the Divine City Star domain, a different cultivation model was adopted. Here, ordinary people and cultivators were not separated but mixed together. Ordinary people could often see powerful cultivators, which inspired many to become stronger. However, the Divine City was more brutal. Compared to the 4-star domains, the Human Emperor Network's protection of Divine City cultivators was much weaker. Although there was no need to face wars in the Divine City, there were inherent dangers. Cultivators initially entered resource stars, where they encountered strange beasts. In ancient battlefields, there were evil spirits, and in secret realms, there were deadly runes. With layer upon layer of danger, many people died in the Divine City every year. In terms of death toll, it was higher than in the 4-star domains. But so what? Everyone thought it was normal. Cultivation was always about survival of the fittest, and cultivators could not fear death. The high-level officials of the human race thought this way, aiming to select the best of the best. From the vast sea of people, they sought out geniuses with strong Tao hearts, qualifications, talent, and luck. Lin Moyu felt as if he was standing at a high vantage point, looking down at the world. This state was abnormal, yet normal. Lin Moyu knew the root cause. His soul realm was too high. From the perspective of the soul, he had already reached the level of the other shore realm. The other shore realm was a legend of this era, the strongest beings. The rules of the world were set by them. Unconsciously, he naturally adopted this mindset to face everything in the world. He no longer measured things by their true realm, and even when facing stronger divine sovereigns, he felt no fear. because he had already seen his future, which belonged to the other shore realm. The divine sovereign realm could not stop his progress. It was a strange feeling, but Lin Moyu somewhat enjoyed it. Outside the observation hall was the Tea Friend's residence. Lin Moyu sat in the Tea Friend's residence, ordering a pot of tea. The tea was ordinary, and Lin Moyu's taste had been spoiled by Dao tea. However, he did not take out Dao tea here, as it would cause too much commotion. Lin Moyu blended into the world, drinking tea and listening to people's discussions. If he wanted, he could hear all the discussions. Even soul transmissions could not escape his notice. Many people had just come out of the observation hall, discussing recent events. Many of these events were related to him. He had cleared another secret realm, causing a sensation. He also heard news that the starry sky giant tree had escaped. 1,651,650. Chapter 1650. Meeting Luo Feiyu again. The starry sky giant tree has been a hot topic recently, with many people discussing it. Lin.
According to the information from the observation hall, a strong human cultivator severely injured the starry sky giant tree, but unfortunately it still managed to escape. There's nothing we can do. The starry sky giant tree has a natural talent for space laws. If it wants to escape, it's very hard to catch. Is there really no way to deal with it? If it recovers, won't it come back to trouble the human race again? It definitely will. The grudge is so deep this time. In the future, human cultivators wandering outside will have to be very careful.
After reaching the 5th level of authority or becoming a divine sovereign, many people leave the human star region to explore the great world. The great world is full of mysterious places and countless opportunities. For those with ambition, each opportunity is a step towards a higher level. Book. Many divine sovereigns, with firm Tao hearts and a love for adventure, seek breakthroughs between life and death. Lin. There are many strong human cultivators wandering outside. If they encounter the starry sky giant tree, it would indeed be very dangerous. In other words, if the starry sky giant tree is not completely eradicated, this danger will always exist. Shui. But the space laws of the starry sky giant tree are indeed a headache. According to Lin Moyu's knowledge, no one in the human race has comprehended space laws. With such a large population, it's imaginable how difficult it is to comprehend space laws. Suddenly, someone spoke up.
Actually, there is a way to deal with the starry sky giant tree. We just need to ask the strong cultivators of the starry sky fish clan for help. Several strong cultivators in the starry sky fish clan have mastered space laws.
His words immediately sparked a new round of discussion, and everyone quickly shifted the topic to the starry sky fish clan. The relationship between the starry sky fish clan and the human race is relatively good. If they can be persuaded to help, it might really be possible to eliminate the starry sky giant tree. Lin Moyu listened quietly, knowing that things were not that simple. Otherwise, the other shore realm experts in the human race would have already asked for help.
The one who acted this time should be a Saint Venerable. I wonder if it was House Saint Venerable. There should be some other shore realm experts in the human race, but there shouldn't be many Saint Venerables. If the human race is like this, the starry sky fish clan should have even fewer. At least a Saint Venerable must act to be foolproof, but it's not easy to persuade a Saint Venerable.
Lin Moyu's level was different from theirs, and he saw things more clearly. Thinking of the starry sky fish clan, he naturally thought of Yu Qingru. Yu Qingru left a deep impression on him. She was an extraordinary woman, decisive, sentimental, heroic, and somewhat domineering. In some ways, she reminded him of Lin Mohan. Thinking of Yu Qingru, Lin Moyu also thought of two other things. One was a soul sleeping in a soul pearl, belonging to the starry sky fish clan. The other was a small sword obtained from the nether swamp, capable of tearing space. At that time, his soul was not strong enough to touch the soul pearl. Now, it should be no problem. That small sword might really be related to Yu Qingru. In the scenes recorded on the tombstone, the peerless Princess Ro looked exactly like Yu Qingru. Looking back now, Lin Moyu still felt they were the same person. But this explanation didn't seem to make sense. If he had the chance to meet Yu Qingru again in the future, he could ask her and return the soul pearl to her. In the Tea Friend's residence, people came and went, bringing various news. In the blink of an eye, Lin Moyu had been sitting in the Tea Friend's residence for 2 days and nights. During these 2 days, Lin Moyu completely relaxed. He didn't think about cultivation, runes, or laws. He emptied his mind and felt incredibly relaxed. He realized that he had been pushing himself too hard all along. This secret realm journey, the ancient rune took him back to ancient times, showing him such shocking events. Then it showed him the evolution of the secret realm, which deeply moved Lin Moyu and made him feel a deep fatigue in his soul. He finally realized that he needed to rest and erase the fatigue for greater benefits in the future.
Junior brother, we meet again.
A slightly feminine voice came. Lin Moyu looked up and saw Luo Feiyu. The person matched the voice, slightly feminine, with a pale face. As a minor divine sovereign, his physical body should have at least reached the true god level, with abundant blood and energy. Not to mention smashing a planet with one punch, at least knocking down a few mountains should be no problem. But now, he looked like an ordinary person who had fallen ill. Since their last meeting, Luo Feiyu's condition had worsened. This paleness came from his soul, and his state of mind was affecting his soul. Moreover, Luo Feiyu's aura was very unstable, fluctuating between a minor divine sovereign and a 9th-tier divine king. He could barely maintain his realm.
Junior brother, you can see it, right?
Luo Feiyu sat opposite Lin Moyu, familiarly poured himself a cup of tea, and then raised the cup.
Luo apologizes for his previous rudeness to junior brother. This is the tea friend's residence, not suitable for drinking. Luo will use tea instead of wine.
With that, he drank 3 cups of tea in a row and then continued.
If junior brother is free, you can come to the Luo family with me. Luo will treat you to good wine, and we can drink to our heart's content.
Although Luo Feiyu looked feminine and spoke softly, his words were very straightforward. Lin Moyu looked at him, seeing sincerity in Luo Feiyu's eyes, not just empty words. Lin Moyu slowly stood up.
I've heard that the Luo family's wine is good.
Luo Feiyu's face lit up with joy.
Indeed, in this star system, if the Luo family's wine is second, no one dares claim first.
The Luo family is the ruling family of this star system, very powerful. The family has a high-tier divine sovereign. Starting from the 7th tier of the divine sovereign realm, they are also called high-tier divine sovereigns. Their combat power is much stronger than when they were at the 6th tier of the divine sovereign realm. According to the rules of the human race, if a family has a high-tier divine sovereign, the entire family can move from the primary area to the intermediate area. At that time, they can still manage a star system and gain more resources. It is said that in the intermediate area, the laws are more apparent. This is not very useful for divine sovereigns, but for those below the divine sovereign realm, it makes cultivation much more efficient. Moreover, in the intermediate area, resources are more abundant both in quantity and quality. For cultivators, this is extremely beneficial. As the saying goes, when one person attains the Tao, even their chickens and dogs ascend to heaven. The Luo family is located outside the city, occupying a large mountain range, which is their privilege. Luo Feiyu, as the eldest son of the Luo family, has a separate courtyard, which is more like an estate. Luo Feiyu likes peace and quiet, and apart from him, there is no one else in the large courtyard.
Junior brother, please sit. I'll go to the wine cellar to get some wine.
With that, he flew into a 100-meter-tall tower-like building. This tower is the Luo family's wine cellar, storing their homemade wine. Soon, Luo Feiyu returned with 2 large jars of wine. 1651, 1651. Chapter 1651. Making friends over wine, not knowing each other without fighting. The wine jar was very large, taller than Lin Moyu. Luo Feiyu said,
Junior brother, each of us will have a jar, each jar weighing 500 jin. If it's not enough, there's more.
It was clear that Luo Feiyu was also a wine lover. When he said this, A rare blush appeared on his pale face. In fact, he always carried a faint smell of wine, a result of soaking in wine for years. Luo Feiyu took out a few side dishes from his storage ring. Lin Moyu looked at them and found Luo Feiyu quite interesting. The dishes he took out were the most ordinary side dishes for drinking. Beef and peanuts, all common snacks. Actually, with his status, it wouldn't be a problem to get some delicious star beast meat to go with the wine. Luo Feiyu said,
"When drinking real wine, you can't pair it with too delicious food, as it would affect the taste of the wine. This is like our Luo family's wine. Although it can't compare to those world-class wines, it has aged well. We store the wine in the cellar, and the longer it ages, the better it tastes. Like these 2 jars, they've been stored for over 500 years, and the taste is already quite good."
As he spoke, he patted the wine jar, and a strong fragrance immediately wafted out, lingering for a long time. Lin Moyu praised.
"Indeed, it's good."
He didn't have much knowledge about wine, but just by smelling the aroma, he knew it was good wine. Luo Feiyu poured a stream of wine into the bowl in his hand, raised the bowl and said,
"This time, we won't use tea instead of wine. I formally apologize to you, junior brother. I was also confused at the time and did something wrong. Fortunately, it didn't cause a big disaster. This bowl is to apologize."
With that, he drank a large bowl of wine in one gulp and immediately filled his bowl again.
"Junior brother, you are broad-minded and don't hold grudges against me. I am deeply grateful. This bowl is to thank you."
After drinking the second bowl, he filled his bowl again.
"Junior brother, it's a coincidence that we met this time, giving me a chance to apologize. This bowl is for our fate."
After 3 bowls of wine, Luo Feiyu's face became even redder. It was clear that he didn't dispel the alcohol. However, for someone like him who grew up soaking in wine, it was very difficult to get drunk unless it was extremely strong wine that could intoxicate the soul. After 3 bowls, from apologizing to thanking to fate, it was like they became friends over wine. Lin Moyu smiled slightly, poured a stream of wine from his own jar, filled a bowl, and drank it in one gulp. The bowl was turned upside down, not a drop left. Then the second bowl, the third bowl. After 3 bowls, Lin Moyu gently picked up a peanut.
"I haven't eaten this for a long time. The last time I ate it was in the small world."
Luo Feiyu was slightly stunned.
"Junior brother, you came from the small world?"
Lin Moyu nodded slightly and put the peanut into his mouth. The taste didn't matter. What mattered was the memory. In the big world, ordinary people didn't worry about food and drink, and cultivators could go without eating or drinking. Such small things were rarely eaten. After learning that Lin Moyu came from the small world, Luo Feiyu had more respect in his eyes. Being able to come out of the small world, enter the divine city, and set up such a powerful formation, this person had unlimited potential. In Luo Feiyu's eyes, Lin Moyu was much stronger than himself. Thinking about himself, Luo Feiyu couldn't help but sigh, his eyes dim. Luo Feiyu slowed down his drinking.
"Junior brother, to be honest, I was indeed a bit jealous of you that day. The formation you set up was simply incredible, a natural genius. My state of mind was lacking, and I couldn't hold back that day. As you said, I wanted to use your hand to complete my state of mind."
Lin Moyu smiled.
"Senior brother Luo, are you sure that defeating me would complete your state of mind?"
Luo Feiyu shook his head.
"Not sure, but I couldn't think of any other way."
Lin Moyu took another piece of beef, the most ordinary and plain beef, not some star beast meat. The taste was exactly what Lin Moyu missed the most.
"Senior brother Luo, can you tell me about your situation?"
Luo Feiyu drank and smiled bitterly.
"What's there to hide? Many people know, but they don't know it's this serious. In the second stage of the Black Rain secret realm, I fell into the sea."
The fewer the words, the bigger the matter. Falling into the sea in the second stage meant something Lin Moyu knew very well. Lin Moyu was slightly stunned.
"Senior brother Luo, you were also a member of the Secret Realm Strategy Group?"
Luo Feiyu was stunned.
"Junior brother, you actually know about the Secret Realm Strategy Group.
Suddenly, he found it amusing. With Lin Moyu's talent, it seemed normal to know about the Secret Realm Strategy Group. Luo Feiyu drank another large bowl of wine.
I'm not a member of the Secret Realm Strategy Group. I have a friend who is, and he told me how to enter the second stage of the Black Rain Secret Realm. I know the information of the Secret Realm Strategy Group is not allowed to be leaked, but that refers to large-scale leaks. Telling one or two people doesn't matter. I did want to join the Secret Realm Strategy Group because that's where the top geniuses go. But to join the Secret Realm Strategy Group, you need to clear at least one secret realm. In the second stage, I found that huge talisman beast and wanted to kill it. But it was too strong, and I wasn't its match. Instead, I was accidentally knocked into the sea by it. I thought I was dead, but I was lucky. I had a soul treasure that woke me up at the last moment, saving my life.
Luo Feiyu drank and spoke, his voice filled with helplessness and bitterness. Lin Moyu could fully imagine the whole process. When the shark talisman beast appeared, it should have fought with the giant bird/black talisman beast. Luo Feiyu was nothing to it. After Luo Feiyu fell into the sea, the talisman beast didn't continue to chase him. But Luo Feiyu was hit by the secret realm's seawater. The seawater in the second stage of the secret realm was stronger than black water. It continuously attacked the soul, creating strong illusions, trapping people forever. Once trapped, one would stay in the secret realm forever. Even if alive, it was no different from being dead. Luo Feiyu's state of mind was damaged after falling into the sea and experiencing various illusions. Lin Moyu asked,
Senior brother Luo, do you remember what illusions you saw?
Luo Feiyu shook his head.
I don't remember the specifics, only some vague images. I should have experienced many lives, love and hate, and I should have killed many people.
Lin Moyu continued to ask,
Do you know how long you were trapped in the Black Sea?
Luo Feiyu nodded.
I calculated the time after escaping. I was in the Black Sea for about 3 days.
3 days. With the speed of illusion evolution, one could experience a lifetime in a minute. In 3 days, Luo Feiyu didn't know how many lives he had experienced. The joys and sorrows of those lives had already turned his heart into a beehive. The most terrifying part was that he didn't remember those illusions. Those traumas had become subconscious and instinct. Helping him would be difficult. 1652 Chapter 1652. Luo Feiyu might still be saved. Now, there are only 2 paths in front of Luo Feiyu. Lin. Either break through to the Divine Sovereign, let the soul leap into the River of Laws, and use the power of the River of Laws to cleanse the soul, which might repair all the effects brought by the illusion and restore the state of mind. But this method is very difficult. Given Luo Feiyu's current situation, breaking through to the Divine Sovereign is almost impossible. Not only is it impossible to break through, but he might not even be able to maintain his current minor Divine Sovereign cultivation. There is also a second method, which is to erase all of Luo Feiyu's memories. But doing so would cause great damage to Luo Feiyu's soul. At that time, the problem with the state of mind might be solved, but Luo Feiyu would no longer be Luo Feiyu. In the future, it would still be difficult to break through to the Divine Sovereign. For an ambitious cultivator, doing so would be more painful than killing him. And this is a well-known method, so Luo Feiyu is also aware of it. The first method is almost impossible to achieve. Luo Feiyu would not choose the second method. Now he has no way out. Luo Feiyu drank several bowls of wine in a row. The feminine aura gradually dissipated, and his face showed a flush from the alcohol. His voice also became louder.
Junior brother, don't worry. Everyone has their own fate. Maybe this is my destined calamity. After some time, when my cultivation level drops a bit, the problem with my state of mind might not be a big deal. Quietly being a divine king, living for thousands of years, is actually not bad. No matter what, I can still drink for thousands of years.
Luo Feiyu kept pouring himself wine, one bowl after another. He looked very carefree, but all the helplessness was in the wine. The lower the realm, the lower the requirements for the state of mind. Given Luo Feiyu's current situation, once his cultivation starts to decline, it will be like a waterfall, uncontrollable. In the end, he might stabilize at the first or second stage of the Divine King. Falling from a minor Divine Sovereign to the first or second stage of the Divine King is a terrible blow to any cultivator. Lin Moyu was also drinking, not responding to Luo Feiyu's words. He was thinking about whether there was another way, but after thinking it over, there really wasn't a good solution. Luo Feiyu hiccuped.
Originally, I wanted to take another gamble, to enter the Black Rain's secret realm again, to go to the Black Sea again.
If I can make up for it this time, I can be reborn.
If I can't make up for it, then I will sink into the Black Sea and never return. It's a pity the Black Rain's secret realm is gone now. Even if I want to go, I can't. That guy named Lin Moyu is really a genius, clearing 3 secret realms in a row, truly extraordinary. I heard that Lin Moyu also came from the small world, just like you, junior brother. Have you ever met him?
Luo Feiyu was talking to himself, drinking while speaking, completely unaware that Lin Moyu was not listening to him. When he mentioned going back to the Black Sea, it gave Lin Moyu a reminder. The root of the Black Rain's secret realm is a fragment of an ancient talisman, and this fragment is now quietly residing in his soul. The so-called Black Sea and Black Water are all evolved from this fragment. To untie the bell, the person who tied it is required. If he can control this fragment, maybe Luo Feiyu can still be saved. It's not about being a good person. Lin Moyu also hopes to control this fragment. If he can control this fragment, helping Luo Feiyu in passing is not impossible. Lin Moyu suddenly asked,
Senior brother Luo, is there a time house here?
The ancient talisman is not easy to control. It will definitely take a lot of time. How much time exactly? Lin Moyu is not sure. It might take many years. Reasonably using the time house is naturally the best way. Luo Feiyu nodded.
There is none in this star system. In the primary area, there is 1 time house for every 1,000 star systems.
The nearest time house is located in the primary 14,000 star system.
But junior brother, why do you want to go to the time house? That place is not very useful for cultivation.
The time house can save time, but it will cause distortion to the laws, making it more difficult to comprehend the laws. Overall, the efficiency improvement of the time house is not that high. And the time house is not cheap. Generally, not many people choose to go there. Lin Moyu said,
I have some insights. I want to go to the time house to cultivate.
Luo Feiyu readily said,
Since junior brother wants to go, I will take you there.
After drinking, Luo Feiyu was less feminine and more straightforward. He waved his hand and put away his wine jar. In just a short while, half of the 500 gene of aged wine was gone. With a body full of alcohol, Luo Feiyu led Lin Moyu to the teleportation array. The Divine City star domain is very large, and there are naturally teleportation arrays between star systems. It's just that Lin Moyu never had the chance to use it. When his identity was exposed, a large group of people came to find him, and the first thing they did was guard the teleportation array. He couldn't go anywhere. If he went, he would be surrounded by people. Now Lin Moyu has become a star-like figure. Luo Feiyu seemed to deliberately want to get himself drunk, flying crookedly in the air, sometimes high, sometimes low. The teleportation array in the Divine City is not cheap. Each teleportation costs 1 Divine City merit point. If you don't have Divine City merit points, you can only move within the star system or, like Lin Moyu, fly to other star systems. Fortunately, the distances between star systems in the Divine City star domain are not far. At the speed of a Divine King, it only takes 100 days to fly from one star system to another, and a few hundred days for farther ones. This time, Lin Moyu is going to the primary 14,000 star system, crossing over 100 star systems, a distance of over 1,000 light-years. In this case, flying is not realistic. Even at Lin Moyu's speed, it would take 2,000 years to fly 1,000 light-years. Of course, this only applies to cultivators below the Divine Sovereign. For a Divine Sovereign, crossing hundreds of light-years is not a big deal. Luo Feiyu was very polite, directly paying the teleportation fee for Lin Moyu.
Junior brother, you are a guest at my Luo family. How can I let you pay? I will cover the teleportation fee.
Luo Feiyu patted his chest. He was even more drunk than before. Lin Moyu did not refuse his kindness. The teleportation array flashed, taking the two to the primary 14,000 star system. During the teleportation, Lin Moyu felt like he was passing through layers of membranes. It seemed like someone was focusing their attention on him, scanning him. Lin Moyu could feel that this attention came from the Human Emperor Network. The Human Emperor Network scans everyone who teleports, verifying their identity. Lin Moyu once again felt the extraordinariness of the Human Emperor Network, as space is distorted during teleportation. Even in this state, the Human Emperor Network can still scan, showing the extent of its power. If it detects a problem with the target, it can even attack directly in this state. There is no doubt the Human Emperor Network absolutely has this capability. 1653, 1653. Chapter 1653. The Special Yellow Sand Star System. The primary 14,000 star system is a yellow sand star system. Lin. There are a total of 8 planets in the star system, 1 star and 7 planets. No one lives here, but there are military troops stationed. The entire star system is covered with yellow sand, with sand flying inside the planets and outside as well. Flying in the yellow sand, the sand is blown by the wind, hitting the face with a crackling sound. The space around Lin Moyu slightly twisted, and the bone hell blocked all the yellow sand. Luo Feiyu's whole body also emitted a faint light, isolating the yellow sand. Blown by the strong wind, Luo Feiyu's drunkenness seemed to lessen.
It is said that a long time ago, there was a star beast stronger than a divine sovereign here, named Yellow Sand. It was killed by a human expert, and its body turned into yellow sand, drifting in the star system. This yellow sand will never leave the star system, always flying, who knows for how many years. This place is no longer suitable for human survival, and later it was taken over by the military, transformed, and a time house was established here. You also know, setting up a time house requires a special material, called the time stone, which is very rare, so the number of time houses is not many.
Lin Moyu naturally understood. The key material for setting up a time house is the time stone. With the time stone, a formation can be set up, and within the formation, a time house can be established. When he was in the Vermilion Bird Star domain, Lin Moyu had been to a time house once. There is also a time house in the Huanshan continent. However, the number of time houses in the 4 major star domains is not many, and they can be counted together. Now it seems that the number of time houses in the Divine City star domain is also not many. The key is still the scarcity of time stones. Luo Feiyu suddenly half-jokingly whispered,
I'll tell you a secret. Actually, our human race is not short of time stones, but they are strategic materials, and some are supplied to the Human Emperor Network. To maintain the Human Emperor training ground, a lot of time stones are needed.
Lin Moyu smiled and said,
It's better to say less about this.
Luo Feiyu, still not fully sober, chuckled.
It's okay. It's just our guess. Many people outside say the same. Even if it's true, it doesn't matter. The Human Emperor Network is of great significance to our human race, and the Human Emperor training ground even more so. Even if it takes all the resources, we wouldn't mind.
Luo Feiyu waved his hand, looking very generous. Suddenly, the yellow sand became chaotic, and a sandstorm came out of nowhere. Energy waves layered and mixed in the sandstorm, crashing over. The energy was very strong, and the bone hell twisted and deformed violently, almost reaching its limit in an instant.
Divine Sovereign!
Lin Moyu felt the powerful force of the laws, with a divine sovereign fighting in the sandstorm. He immediately put away the bone hell, letting the energy impact his body, with the undead legion sharing the damage. The other party was not targeting him, it was just the aftermath of the battle. But from the aftermath, it was clear that the divine sovereign fighting ahead was at least at the 3rd stage of the divine sovereign. Turning to look at Luo Feiyu, at this moment, Luo Feiyu's whole body was glowing, and his clothes, a magical treasure, were shining and blocking the impact. but facing the power of the divine sovereign. This divine king-level magical garment obviously couldn't hold on for long. Luo Feiyu clearly wanted to retreat, but the power of the divine sovereign's impact was like a shackle, making him unable to move. Lin Moyu pointed his finger, and a golden armor talisman appeared at his fingertip, flying straight to Luo Feiyu. The golden armor talisman exploded, turning into a light golden armor, blocking most of the impact for Luo Feiyu.
Retreat!
Catching his breath, Lin Moyu lightly shouted, immediately taking him back. The two retreated nearly 1,000 miles in an instant, then slowed down. Lin Moyu was somewhat puzzled.
Why is there a divine sovereign fighting here?
With the power of a divine sovereign, destroying a star system is not difficult. If they were fighting inside a planet, they could destroy the planet in minutes. Luo Feiyu's face was slightly pale, returning to his usual appearance. After the recent commotion, his drunkenness was completely gone, and Luo Feiyu smiled bitterly.
I was just about to say, although the yellow sand giant beast died back then, its flesh and blood remained. The flesh and blood transformed the entire star system, making it extremely sturdy, able to withstand the power of a divine sovereign. Later, a kind of monster called Sand Beast was born in the star system. At first, it wasn't noticed, but in the recent 10,000 years, the number of Sand Beasts has surged, and their strength has also increased. It is said that the strongest Sand Beast has reached the divine sovereign level. To prevent any accidents, divine sovereigns often come to eliminate the Sand Beasts. You can check, there are tasks here. Many people have taken on the task of eliminating Sand Beasts.
Lin Moyu connected to the Human Emperor network and indeed found the corresponding tasks. The tasks covered the entire yellow sand star system, not just one planet, but all planets in the star system had sand beasts. Luo Feiyu chuckled.
See, killing a divine king-level sand beast earns 1,000 points. A small divine sovereign sand beast earns 10,000 points. As for a divine sovereign level sand beast, each one earns 10 divine city merit points. If you can kill an elite level sand beast, you can earn 100 divine city merit points.
The rewards are very generous. Killing a divine sovereign level sand beast directly earns divine city merit points. Killing one sand beast is equivalent to completing a basic task in a secret realm. Seeing Lin Moyu's expression, Luo Feiyu couldn't help but laugh.
Are you thinking that coming here to kill some sand beast can earn a lot of divine city merit points? Sand beasts are not that easy to kill. These guys will run away if they can't win. If you can't kill them with absolute power, they will escape without a trace. I've been here before and fought with sand beasts. I know how troublesome these guys are.
Lin Moyu understood, thinking this made sense. Otherwise, this place would be full of divine sovereigns, and no matter how many sand beasts there were, they wouldn't be enough to kill. Divine sovereigns also need divine city merit points. They need to level up or exchange divine city merit points for some good magical treasures. The higher the level, the better the magical treasures they can exchange for. In many cases, divine sovereigns value divine city merit points more than other cultivators, because their goals are higher and bigger and they need more. Boom! A loud noise came from ahead, and the two saw yellow sand soaring into the sky, like a volcanic eruption. A few minutes later, the yellow sand fell from the sky. Everything returned to calm, and even the sandstorm disappeared. A middle-aged man stood in the sky, his face not looking good. Lin Moyu saw his information.
Jianshin, Divine Sovereign Third Stage.
Jianshin's face looked very bad, his brows tightly furrowed. He glanced at Lin Moyu and Luo Feiyu from a distance, then turned and left. After he left, Luo Feiyu whispered,
He didn't manage to kill the sand beast.
Lin Moyu had already seen it. When the yellow sand soared into the sky, he vaguely saw a monster burrow into the ground and disappear. No wonder Jianshin's face looked so bad. Cooked duck flew away. Anyone would be upset. 1,654, 1,654.